Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video and back with the next episode of the From the Archive series, which does mean we're exploring something from my collection that is not vinyl, but is like rare, obscure, not a vinyl release, probably unknown and probably old as well. So for today's episode we got we're checking a few of these boxes, like unusual format, super limited, officially released, and one for those who like Funkstörung and Ortega maybe. And what we're talking about is this one, and I'm going to show you the back first, but I guess you never have seen a CD package like that, neither have I. So it's like a styrofoam packaging with a kind of OB strip, and this is EVAT. I think the pronunciation is, the release is OR. Released on the Leipzig-based Minor label back in 2006. Minor is still active. They're kind of friends of mine. They've been always a hub for experimental, unknown, rather off the beaten path releases for most of the times. One of the releases I've showed a while ago when I talked about what makes a release a rare release. Basically, there was a 7-inch by Yamaoka Knuckleball. I'm going to link that video in the end card, of course. And yeah, Minor have been active for a while. They're running their own label, Minor. They're running Minor Obscure. They run Floppy Disk. They run another one, I guess, and they collaborate with a lot of labels. Have their own mail order. And their stuff has basically never been distributed officially. I'm about to change that for a few releases, but this is on a different note in the future. So there is things to come, and I am working things out, and they've been around for basically ever. And a lot of stuff is distributed only via their own mail order and via trades with other mail orders and other labels. So super underground stuff. And they have released a few CDRs as well, but also vinyl, and this pretty thing, which is a proper CD, limited to 100 copies. Super unusual packaging with this OB strip. You're gonna, or kind of OB strip, you're gonna remove that like this. It was originally sealed, so there is a foil around that, and the OB strip is proper glued here, but you have to be careful. And then you got to remove the CD like this, which is a little bit tricky. So you got to pull that out like this, and you get this pretty disc thing, which feels very lightweight, but a kind of styrofoamy plastic thing with a lacquer layer on there. Has a little print on the back, the track list. 5-track CD, 15, roughly 16 minutes long, and an additional video which is also to be found on YouTube right now, so watch that. The CD is like this, looks like this, 100 copies only, and you gotta take this out and are left with this little nub kind of thing where you put the CD on. And yeah, Minor label 020 from back in 2006. No, 2006. I got a problem with words. CD looks super neat, I really like that. And what this is musically is proper classic electronica. Reminds me a lot. It's very stripped down, very kind of groove oriented. The second track has even some super distorted, mixed in the background rave elements or rave feel to it, but it's more or less running in parallel to early Funkstörung releases, Michael Farkas, that kind of stuff. So we got this downbeat element, we got the very clear, crystalline shaped sounds, a lot of space in between those sounds. We got grooves, but they are very abstract, and if you're Funkstörung, think of the All Is Full of Love remix they did for Björk in that era, or think of early Ortega, I guess, not the early rave stuff, but if you play that on 33, hip hop kind of stuff, True Repete and all in that realm, you will definitely like this stuff. Yeah, very limited, 100 copies only. I don't have any clue how much they've sold and if they've still got some. Looks pretty interesting packaging. It's super lightweight as well, so if you put this in water, I guess it's gonna float. And yeah, hard to find, rare, and if you're like a proper 90s electronica fan, this is definitely one for you. Ivar's website, ivar.com, is down. I don't know if he's ever released more music in the past, like, let's say, like 5 to 10 years. Proper, he released a lot of stuff on minor as well. I know of, like, there's two 12 inches minimum. There is like a split released with click as well, so this is also on minor, and some other stuff. And obviously I think like the nationality is not mentioned on Discogs, but I think he's from Romania or has been, and then vanished from the electronic music scene, and I don't know why, because this one, Or by Ivar, is super pretty and super collectible as well. So if you are seeing this around, like in a store, which is unlikely because I don't know if they ever been like properly distributed, I don't think so. I've sold a few at the record store when I still worked there, but this is like ages ago. And yeah, there might be some rare, like never found things to be unearthed. And on Discogs there's only like one CD for sale right now, so this might be rare. But if you are into like proper minimal glitchy electronic with a bit of groove, this might be a good thing to watch out for. And yeah, from the archive series, as I mentioned in the beginning, will be everything that is like non-vinyl from my collection. So there might be a lot of CDs coming, a lot of tapes coming. So I got like a batch of I think like 15 to 20 releases I want to talk about for sure, and I want to like up my video game as well in that regard, that I not only dig into stuff I get sent like to review on my website baze.djunkiii, but also like unearth stuff from the archives. So not necessarily in terms of like getting my views up and getting the channel bigger. If that happens, I'm happy, of course, but I think this channel is going to be more of a cultural archive in the future as well. So like to preserve music that is rarely talked about as well, and to leave a kind of knowledge for future generations maybe, because well, in about 30 years time or so, well, I'm 48 right now, so 30 years time, 78, 81, I don't know, I will try to get in those like 30 years to come, I'm gonna try to get as much knowledge and knowledge about physical sound carriers out to the world as possible. So this is basically a goal, and that's why I'm upping my video schedule here as well, because I want to leave that kind of things, the things I know, the things I have in my collection that basically a lot of people haven't seen ever. I want to show them to the world and provide a bit of an archive for people to come, so for the newer generations. And this will be, apart from the unboxings and like talking about stuff that comes in from for review purposes, this will be one of the goals I will be pursuing as much as possible. So it might be that I'm up in my video schedule to like 2 per weekend maybe. So when I have like a free day from work, I'm going to shoot a video for sure if I am in town and if I got time. So this is to come, but for now I'm out, gonna go into editing mode. Minor 020, Ivar Or from back in 2006. Rare stuff, good stuff. If you see this around, grab this. It's not like super expensive, might be a few bucks only. So find this. Bass Junkie out for now. See you in the next one.